kind of settle. Okay, and so I know there's a number of different MPs in the Niagara region. And so I was just curious on, I just landed here like a couple of weeks ago, so I don't really know anything about this one. Sure. And just curious if what his platform is to really end poverty and homelessness, which is, in my view, absolutely orchestrated. Sure. Is it okay if I grab one of these powers of attorney forms? Yeah. So is this one so people can do one themselves without hiring an attorney?
Yes. You just have to complete it. I think, would you mail it there, or would you just fill it out?
Just fill it out and keep it on the file? Yeah. So I'm just curious. So let's say I put it in my home file, and then I walk down the street and I'm hit by a car and I end up in a coma.
Whoever you're making the power of attorney,
make sure they have a copy.
But it just needs to be witnessed.
But even then, so let's say I sent it off to whoever's the power of attorney. How would the hospital know that I have a power of attorney? Like, shouldn't I send it into?
There's no registration for that.
Yeah, so I'm just curious. So, just hypothetically, so if I were hurt and not able to articulate my wishes, my last wishes, let's say, how would any hospital or police, how would anyone know that I actually had completed a power of attorney?
They wouldn't.
So does that say that in here somewhere? To let people know that it's kind of useless unless... Oh, this is from the Ministry of the Attorney General. So that would be Doug Downey, right?
Not sure. It's provincial, right?
Yeah, I think Downey's provincial, and Lametti, is he still federal, or did he get moved on? I think Lametti's moved on, but I'm pretty sure Doug Downey still got it for Ontario. So this would be something approved by his office, correct?
I believe it was, it was, I think it's the one thing that's complex than that. I don't think it would go that quickly. I think it would be just served on Friday.
Yeah, I'll just grab a copy, thanks.
Sure. And then here's like a little bit of background about this, and then he's now the secretary to the minister for the Ministry of Housing, Infrastructure and Communities.
So he's a secretary to the federal minister of housing, and I don't know who that one is. I haven't followed that one.
It would be Sean Fraser.
Sean Fraser? Okay, so he's the secretary for that. So this is his definite portfolio.
Definite portfolio, a little bit about himself as well.
Okay.
And then if you have any other questions, also send an email over.
Yeah, I have a specific question, and that is why, because I don't think anyone has, so it's not like just him specifically, but I'm not sure if any minister of parliament has questioned Policy Horizons, the initiatives being rolled out by Policy Horizons Canada. Now that's the policy arm of the federal government, and it's currently being run by a woman who used to work for the World Economic Forum, which is run out of, I believe, Geneva, and associated with the World Health Organization and the United Nations. So it's a real concern of ours, and so I would be emailing.
This is your part?
Yes, thank you. I'd be emailing Mr. Bittle on what he might be planning to do about that.
Yeah, sure.
And maybe more specifics on how he's addressing the homelessness problem, because from what I can tell, people are certainly well fed. There's tons of food around. People are actively paying to feed the homeless. Places like, for-profit entities like apparently Starbucks and all the, those big companies that were allowed to move into cities and close down local coffee shops, basically, and a thriving local economy. So those stores, American-owned, I believe, Seattle or Portland. Anyway, so those franchises have moved in and taken over local enterprise, and now they're donating to feed the homeless. When if they could just kick out the Starbucks, send them back where they came from, and bring back coffee shops, You could hire the people on the street and they could probably afford a place to live. And that's what I would do if I were elected, but, and I may run at some point, but I just haven't exactly decided where. But anyway, I'll just,
Highly recommend, like a lot of your people about housing, to reach out to the provincial representative of, the area, which is Jennie Stevens. This would be more within their portfolio, not to say that there isn't much that we could do, but it is more, provincial than it is federal, so her office and she would have more,
And-
knowledge and answers.
and they work together, would you say?
Well, yes, she does represent the NDP party, so like they do like agree on a lot of points, so.
Okay. All right, well, I appreciate that. I can, does she have an email address or would I just find it online?
I believe you can find it online.
That's okay, I should be able, or I'll just call them and ask for it, because it'd be easiest to put them both together,
Yeah.
if they both have this area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that'd be awesome. All right, thank you very much.
Very welcome. Have a good one.
You too.